We're here to review Wonder Woman. I'm with Anvika.
This movie is about the Amazon tribe, which was sent to Earth by Zeus to prevent his son Ares from spreading war.
Yep, and one day
what is this place? Who are you?
just off their secluded, hidden island, Chris Pine crashes in the sea nearby. Gal Gadot rescues him, and that brings the war, the World War I, right to their doorstep.
And because they were in such a hidden island, they were totally oblivious to this war.
Absolutely. So they basically re-enter the world,
Yes.
and that's then what the movie's about.
Be careful of mankind, Diana. They do not deserve you.
You've told me this story.
These roles are played by Connie Nielsen, Danny Houston, David Thewlis, and Syed Thagmuai, Ewan Bremner, and Eugene Brave Rock, along with Lucy Davis, are a key part of Chris Pine's team. I thought everybody was great, but Robin Wright, who plays a fierce Amazon warrior, for me didn't quite look that part. Maybe it's just a hangover from seeing her on House of Cards.
You will train her harder than any Amazon before her. 5 times harder. 10 times harder.
Never let your guard down. You expect the battle to be fair.
Until she is better than even you. But she must never know the truth about what she is.
What did you think overall of the film?
I never really liked how women were portrayed in the DC comics. Their super slim waists and their really revealing outfits.
That's true for all superhero films, isn't it? Even in Marvel, if you look at Catwoman or anyone like that, it's always the same.
Yes, but I never really liked it in any comics, you could say, like Killer Frost, and for that same reason, I never really liked Wonder Woman.
Okay.
But I thoroughly enjoyed the film when I saw it. I really love women empowerment movies. Especially there was this one dialogue by Gal Gadot, which was, for procreation, men are needed, but for pleasure, unnecessary. I found that extremely hilarious.
Yeah, it was delivered extremely well as well. The movie was great fun. It was a great ride. You loved the part where Gal Gadot discovers the world afresh, looking at it almost after thousands of years of being away.
Welcome to jolly old London.
It's hideous.
Yeah, it's not for everybody.
How can a woman fight in this? Ooh.
And when you watched even the war sequences involving the Amazon warriors and let's say the German soldiers, you wished for a simpler time. You wished for that bygone era where the worst weapon in the world could only take one life. You wished, as Gal Gadot points out, you wished for another simpler time as well when the generals and leaders were at the battlefront.
Yes.
They were not sitting as today 1,000 miles away
Like cowards.
Launching strikes, playing with the lives of millions of soldiers and civilians.
Yes.
So I think that part really struck home, and each time I watched something like this, I remember again and again why human beings kind of are destined to be,
Yes.
evil
yeah.
in our own way, why we are thinking of these wonderful new weapons of mass destruction.
I used to want to save the world.
What did you think of Gal Gadot?
I really think she was suited to the role. Her accent was on point, and I also really loved how she was so clueless of when she found out about this whole new world, you could say.
Yeah. The So for me, I thought full marks to her.
Yes,
I
definitely.
thought she was exotic, she was beautiful, she was
Definitely,
strong,
gorgeous.
she was headstrong and vulnerable at the same time. So I loved that part of
Yes.
someone, as Anvika mentioned,
Women empowerment.
discovering the world, but kind of determined to do things her way and not be bound by the codes or the ways of the world as today.
Who's this young woman?
She's my,
Diana, Princess of the
Prince, Diana Prince.
And full marks to her for that and for the people who wrote that character. What would you rate it?
I would give it an 8 upon 10. I have like 2 reasons. One being I really loved Greek mythology.
Yeah.
So the references to Zeus and Ares. I have been really fond of it ever since I read the famous Percy Jackson.
Yeah.
I also really loved the action sequences and stunts, even though I thought a select few were a tad over exaggerated, but overall I loved the film and it's quite enjoyable.
Step back. Or maybe not. Is there anything else you want to show me?
No, it was lovely, and I think there were certain parts of humor as well
Yes.
which worked very well. Anvika mentioned one of them.
Men are not necessary.
Men are unnecessary. Don't go memorizing that for the rest of your life. But I'm going to go with a 7 on 10, and that's primarily because of the end. I thought the end was just simplistic. I didn't quite get enthused or go wow towards the end. But the rest of the film is definitely top notch. And in fact, amongst the DC movies, I would say, apart from the Batman trilogy, the famous Nolan Bale trilogy, this is as good or better than any of the rest, and just perhaps a notch below this particular trilogy. So I'm going to go with a 7 on 10. Anvika's at 8. Now we selected 2 pieces of art to go with this. Karishma, who's a Pune-based amateur artist, extremely talented, has made this one, which is called the Feisty One, and I think more because of the name rather than the actual sketch, the watercolor. I thought this one suited Wonder Woman.
Definitely.
And this one, I mean, she's so exotic. I mean, just like Miss Israel, Gal Gadot is
Yes.
Miss Israel. And I thought this one, where she's playing the ukulele, was perfect. It's photographed by Nenad Karadjinovic, and this one's for rupees 20,000. This one's available for only rupees 10,000. So hope you enjoy the art.
And hope you enjoy the movie.
That's it from us. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
Yep, that's not gonna work. Please put the sword down.
It doesn't go